What is going on, people, and welcome back to another video on the channel. If you're new here, the name is Darren Spain, aka Spainey. I'm currently training for my first ever marathon, London 2026. Super excited, looking forward to it. What is going on, people, and welcome back to another video on the channel. If you're new here, my name is Darren Spain, aka Spainey, and I'm currently training for my first ever marathon, London 2026. Super excited, but most importantly, I'm doing it to raise money for charity. So down below will be a link to the donation page. I'm raising money for the Sickle Cell Society. So get to donating. Guys, any donations of any size will be welcomed and very much appreciated. Now, as some of you will know, week by week, I'm documenting my training process or training progress, should I say. And we are just wrapped up with week 11, should I say. As always, full transparency, date is Sunday, the 23rd of November. I've just got home from the gym, linked up with my cousin Denzel. So shout out Denzel, always good to link up. So just thought I'd quickly record this video because, to be honest with you guys, there's not much to talk about this week because, as you will know, I'm currently injured. So I did nothing this week but 3 gym sessions, which, to be fair, is something, but I didn't do any running whatsoever. And I haven't run in 2 weeks now. Those 2 weeks feel like they've flown by because my last run was the 15K that I did in will be week 9 now, right? The end of week 9. And that still feels relatively recently. So yeah, it's all a bit mad. But yeah, so not really that much to talk about this week, but somehow I still make this into a 10-minute long video. But so look, I've done, in terms of what I have done this week, as I say, got into the gym 3 times. I can't remember exactly what days, but I've done 2 push sessions, and I just did a pull session today. But in terms of what I'm thinking, so let me just talk about what's top of mind right now with this injury. Okay, I guess update on the injury. It is getting better, but there's still like a little niggle that I have and I'm feeling in a slightly different part of my foot, actually, to like what was causing the most pain. But overall, it's getting better. So yeah, fingers crossed, not too long before I'm back running again. I did say that I was going to go for like a 3K or something. I will still do that at some point, but because I'm recording a video for it, I'm waiting for like the right conditions, basically. So that's the injury. But what has also got me thinking about more recently, because what's weird, I was saying to somebody in the gym the other day that like training for the marathon has got me thinking about like other stuff that I can train for after the marathon and what I might do after. And so I'm going to put it out there. I'm thinking about already, like, as I say, what's after. And I've been thinking about like a high rocks, a triathlon, for example. Those are the 2 main things really that I've been thinking about. And so if you were to look at my YouTube, for example, not my YouTube channel, but like my YouTube, that when I watch stuff, like a lot of it is just like similar content to this, but just like people that are training for like triathlons or high rocks and stuff like that. And so I've really got my sights set on those in the future. Anyway, I say all of that to say, obviously, with this injury, as always, I've reverted to ChatGPT to try and work out what I should do to obviously try and maintain fitness while I can't run, for example. And it's obviously suggested swimming and cycling. Now, it doesn't take a genius to work out that swimming and cycling are the other 2 factors of a triathlon, right? So you got obviously running, swimming, and cycling. So I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm not signing up to no triathlon right now, but I'm actually quite looking forward to getting into like some sort of training regime where that would include swimming and cycling. And so obviously, to be honest, that's going to start from tomorrow. I'm going to incorporate swimming and cycling into my training just to maintain fitness. Obviously, the main goal is this marathon for now, right? But while I can't run, obviously, I'll basically do swimming and cycling to maintain fitness. And so I even asked ChatGPT, I said, look, I can swim, because I started swimming lessons as a kid, basically, and I was fortunate enough to have a swimming pool in my school as well. So we did swimming for PE as well. I can't remember how often it was, but anyway, I can swim. It's the point. Now, but my problem is my fitness when it comes to swimming. Like, I can just about do a length, and that's it, right? What's interesting is I asked ChatGPT that, and I said, look, I can swim, but my fitness is terrible. Like, how would you suggest I can improve my fitness? And it's giving me stuff, but it's also giving me things to think about that. for swimmers out there, this is probably going to sound, again, this is not going to be a revelation, but for people that don't swim or can't swim or whatever, like this actually, the concept of this not blew my mind, but I was like, bro, that's a fair point. And it's the fact that it says beginner swimmers always go out full pelt when they're swimming. They're always basically sprinting when they're swimming, right? And I'm like, bro, that's a fair point. Like I've never actually, I always feel like when I'm swimming, I'm always like sprinting basically. I'm always feeling like I'm racing somebody, right? And it's like, it's just like running. You've got sprints and you've got conversational jogging pace, right? So slow the swim down. And I'm like, rah, that is a very fair point. Like that's not something I've ever actually thought about. Or that concept of paces in swimming is just something that somehow just eluded me. And like, as I say, it feels like it's blown my mind. So that's one thing. And then the other thing that it said that beginner swimmers do as well, this one I'm sure will blow a lot of your minds out there, is obviously when you're swimming, your head's down in the water, you come up for air. When people put their head back into the water, they hold their breath. And that's what I've been doing pretty much my whole entire life, holding my breath. It was like you're meant to basically blow bubbles, like breathe out and blow bubbles when your head is in the water. Oh my God. And then it makes so much sense as well, because you think to yourself, if you're swimming, and you bring your head up and you're forcing yourself to breathe out, breathe in, and then put your head back in, that just seems inefficient, right? But it also, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't know the science, but basically it's not good for you to be like holding your breath when you're swimming, basically. And so again, like it just blew my mind, and I'm like, rah, that is mad. So literally today, after the gym session, jumped in the pool and like, I'm not gonna say practice it, but like tested it out, if you like. And to be fair, it didn't feel as unnatural as I thought it would be. I thought it was gonna feel like madness, like an absolute like mad concept. Like I'm just not gonna be able to get my head around it. But like I got in, I tried it, and it's like it was alright. It's obviously gonna take some practice to actually get to do it properly for a long length of time. But yeah, like it was just mad. Anyway, so that's that. So I say all of that to say this week I'm gonna start incorporating swimming and cycling into my training as well as weight training. And then hopefully soon I can get back to running as well. So that's obviously to help maintain the fitness that I've built over time, because obviously my fitness has improved over the 9 weeks that I was running. And so I want to maintain that. Obviously, I don't want to regress and kind of go back too much during this period that I'm off. So if I can do that, that would be fantastic. Obviously, as always, I'll use ChatGPT to try and suggest some ideas in terms of what I can do from a swimming perspective and a cycling perspective. If I think about the fact that I was running 4 days a week, I might do swimming twice and cycling twice. I don't know if I did 3. Swimming twice and cycling twice as well. Just to make up for those running sessions, as I say, and then take it from there, and obviously see how long I can do that for before I get back to running. So yeah, I mean, I think that's everything I wanted to. I didn't make any notes today. I was just going to talk off the dome, and yeah, I think that's really everything that I just wanted to cover this week. So yeah, week 11, unfortunately, not a lot to talk about, as I said. But yeah, anyway, that's that. Hope you guys are good as always. Hope you've had a fantastic week. And I hope you have a fantastic week ahead. Day, whenever you're watching this, I hope you have a fantastic time corresponding to whenever you're watching this, or relevant to whenever you're watching this. So yeah, anyway, guys, wish me a speedy recovery. Hoping to get back running soon, but excited to start incorporating swimming and cycling. But for now, I'm going to sign off there. Make this one a short one. Give you guys some time back because I made the last few videos quite long. And I will catch you in the next video. Peace.